Hey, what are you doing? Looking at shoes?
Yep. Not for you.
Hey, I want some shoes, baby.
Go back, Leah. Just give it to me, give it to me. I gotta find that shoe again. Where is it at? Nope, not you. It's the pink one. Oh, yeah. That looks fast. Woo! Here I go again. Girls, what's my weakness? Shoes!
Change your mind, change your life.
See what we got here. Like opening up boxes, yo. Right, so we have the new Adidas Adizero Adios Pro, hot off the presses. So I kind of put off getting this particular shoe because for me, usually Adidas runs kind of narrow. I've never really found them to be, not that they're not comfortable. It's just too tight for my forefoot. But I heard this one actually has a little more room in the toe box, not so tight. And then they have all these extra perforation holes too, to kind of get you a more customized fit. So, and then, here lately, people have been crushing it in their marathons. Wearing this shoe, so I figured I'd give it a chance. I've tried all the other marathon carbon fiber racing shoes, so this one's a little bit different in that instead of having a full length carbon fiber plate or even a half, they have the carbon fiber plate here in the back, and they have these little, they call them like carbon rods or something. So they're rods that actually kind of line up underneath your metatarsals, underneath your feet or what have you, to give you that propulsion. So they have a new or newer foam system, this Like Stripe Pro. And obviously it's pretty heavy, pretty high stack height. So I think the stack height is around 39 and a half millimeters in the heel. And I'll have to check again because I'm not 100% sure on what the forefoot is, but I think it's like an 8.5 millimeter drop from heel to toe. So so that would give you about a 31 or so on the forefoot. So it's pretty substantial on the stack height. So I'm gonna tell you 100%, I like this color. Color's fire. You know how I like the fire color. So it's like this pinkish, reddish, bluish, purplish blend of colors. I like it. I dig it. Looks good. All right, so today we're gonna give it a shot. So you get my first impressions today on this Adizero Adios Pro. We're gonna go do some speed work, some intervals, 1,500 meter repeats. Let's go see what this shoe's all about. All right, so just a little warm up, about 1.25 miles or so. Just get the legs moving. So far, here's what I'm saying. So, first of all, I feel like a Spice Girl, and I want to be like, I'll tell you what I want, what I really want, because they do feel high. So I mean that 40 millimeter stack height and that 30, 31, whatever it is, it feels high. And when I first kind of started walking on them, my ankles, I started kind of like feeling like they could easily turn, because if you don't know if you can really see it, but on the back it's kind of slanted, all right, on the back a little bit. So kind of, but when you start running, the shoe definitely keeps you up kind of on your midfoot, on your toes, right? So it really does give, kind of lend to that midfoot strike, and keeping you going forward, right? So so they're bouncy. They're definitely bouncy. Now obviously I'm going slow right now, just warming up, but there's definitely some bounce to them. I can definitely feel those rods in there. So there's a little bit of, so there's bounce with stiffness, right? So, which is kind of the formula a lot of these super shoes have been using. So gonna do some drills real quick, stretch out, and then we'll start the 1,500 meters and really get a feel for what these feel like when we go a little bit faster. All right, guys, here we go. So 1,500 meter repeats, 1,500 meter repeats. There we go. At half marathon pace. So we're gonna get up to about 6:30. So not like super duper fast for some of you guys out there. But my goal, half marathon pace. So we're gonna do some repeats on this and race pace, see how they feel. All right. So we got our starting line right here, and let's go. All right. Lap 1 done. So my legs are tired. My legs are definitely tired. So this may not be like the perfect like time to do a first impressions because I may not be getting like the full feel of the shoe, but maybe it is good, right? Because the whole point of these higher stack shoes and the foams, right, and the rods or the plates are supposed to be to help with that energy return, right? So when you're tired, you can still move those legs, right? So let's beat up on the legs. So this may be the perfect time, right? So hit the pace is just fine. 6:30 is about the pace, average pace or so, 6:30, 6:35, somewhere in there. I will say they seem like they might be a little bit heavier, and I haven't weighed them, right? But they feel a little heavier than the Saucony, the Endorphin Pros that we just reviewed last week or a couple weeks ago. But you know, there's definitely more bounce. So I definitely feel more bounce in them, and not squishy, but like bouncy, right? Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. And I can feel those rods in there. So, you know, I think I'm still a little unused to or not used to the high stack height or the higher stack height. So they do remind me a lot of the Nike, the Next Percents, that kind of height, but a little bit more stable, right? So I don't feel like, even with that height, I still feel a little more secure, especially taking those corners than I did with the Nike. All right, so I think maybe they just take a little getting used to, right? Getting reminded what a high stack height like that is like. So that lap, I struggled. Like I felt like I was running like in mud. My legs, not the bounce of the shoe. So my legs felt super heavy, but it was a faster lap. So I'm trying to do them around 6:10, each 1,500 meter, 6:10, and that was 6:06. So somehow, even though I felt like I wasn't going anywhere, I was able to move a little faster. So, you know, the shoes are doing, to an extent, I guess, hoping like they're supposed to. Here's the deal, even with these super shoes, guys, you know, you hear, you know, I talk about it all the time, they make you want to go fast, stuff like that. You know, I mean, fitness doesn't lie. You know, you train so that you can run faster and get PRs, right? So they don't run for me, obviously, but not all shoes are created equal, for sure. So I'm, you know, I think each lap I'm liking them a little bit better. So like first impression, like when I first put them on, I was like, I don't know. I think these may not get many runs, but the more I'm running in them, the better I feel. So second lap was better. I got 2 more. So let's see how we do. All right, 3 down, 1 to go. All right, so the upper, I really like the upper. It's very comfortable. You know, kind of just disappears. I think I might need to, you know, work on the lockdown just a bit. I mean, my heel's not slipping out, but it doesn't feel like super locked in. So I feel a little bit of movement. I mean, not a ton, but so I think I still need to work on the lacing to get it locked in just right. But plenty of room in the toe box. It's very comfortable. Not moving around, really like swimming or anything, but plenty of room. And pretty breathable. It's pretty warm out here today, so it's pretty hot and humid. So, but my feet feel, you know, I mean, as cool as you can be, but they're not like super soaked. And usually that's how I roll, as I'm gross. I mean, you can tell. Look at this. This is nasty, right? My glasses are soaking wet. Like, so far, you know, I'm liking. I got 1 more to do. And my legs are so tired. So that workout I did yesterday, I did a leg day yesterday after I ran my easy day. It might have been a little too much to do before doing this speed day. So, but you know what? It's all good. That's how you get strong, baby. That's how you get strong, right? Oh man, Daddy's tired. Whew. All right, so give me a second. So last lap,
definitely feeling the heaviness of the workout yesterday. I feel like I keep making excuses, but still, in spite of that, having heavy legs, I was still able to hit the paces. Every lap, except for number 2, was all 6:10. So the second one was a little fast, right? So I slowed back down, but so, you know, the longer I wear them, the more I like them. So far the verdict is good. You know, I'm not blown away. I do really like the upper, and I really do like the bounce. The stack height is gonna definitely take some getting used to, but I'm already getting used to it, right? So, you know, I'm curious to see with fresh legs, like how I'm gonna feel running in these, right? So definitely as I add the miles, so this will probably get to a full review. So I'm probably gonna keep these, I think. So definitely get some more speed work in them. Probably do a long run with some speed work at the end. Go on race pace just to see what they feel like, you know, on 13, 14 mile long run, and see from there. So I've seen a couple of reviews some people gave of them, and you know, they didn't like them in the beginning, and then they were like, oh, I really like the shoe. So I'm gonna give it its due because it's already grown on me, right? So so I would say so far, if I was to rate these right now, the Endorphin Pro is my number 1. I have to say probably the Next Percent's number 2. This is number 3, and then the Meta Racer, and then the Skechers Speed Elite. So of the ones that I've tried so far, that's kind of the order I would put them in. But these probably will, I feel like after a few runs in them, especially after a long run, I may actually like these better than the Next Percent. So I don't know about the Pro though, just because I feel really comfortable in the Pro. I feel like I have really good stability. So we'll see. We'll see how it pans out. All right, guys, that is it. Thanks for coming in today. I hope you enjoyed it. So like I said, this is our first impressions. So far, I'm giving them a good thumbs up, and we will see how it goes from here. So thanks for coming in today. If you're new to the channel, you can always, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Just click that bell down below. Hit those little notifications, so anytime we drop a new video every week, whether it's a shoe review, training video, whatever it may be. So thanks for coming in today. Make sure you share it with the people that you love, because you always share dreams with the people that you love. As always, remember, if you change your mind, you can change your life. Peace out, guys.